So we're down right in town now. We brought him down on the trailer. You can see the trailer parked up over there. So he's dead fresh out on this big main road. So he's not come here. Car overtaking him on the inside, you see. Another one going up the inside of him there. Come on. Big old lorry coming down here to join us, Archie. Go on, get up. Come on, babe, go on. Good boy. Come on, darling, they're good lad. So when you get a horse come out, you know, like, come on, straight away like that, you know, in heavy traffic. So what I mean is we could drive him in, but it's a hot old day, and come on, baby. So you bring him straight down to town, park him up in town, just like this is the main road into town, coming off the 303. Come on, babe. And if they'll tolerate this, it's always a good thing, you know, to bring them down nice and fresh, and they'll cope with it. Come on, baby. Good boy. But this little lad, he is lucky and soppy yet, really. But he's safe, you know what I mean, obviously. But what he really wants is, he's done, he's broke. If he was my pony, I would turn him away for the rest of the summer and the winter, and let him just grow, because he's a 3-year-old and he's lovely. But before they actually start work, you know, they want to be that bit older, and he's a little bit immature in his head. I know you'd look at him now and think, oh, what are you talking about? He's better than my horse, he's 10-year-old. Yeah, maybe so, but he's not what I would call, you know, as he should be. And some of them mature like a 3-year-old, they're very mature. We never taken before 3. We just had a big Geldlander in, the same thing, just not mature. You can't make them any older in their head. It's like young children, isn't it? I mean, you get some there at you know, 9 years old, are lovely. You know, very sensible. I get another one still soppy at 15. A big old truck going past, no problem. Come on, baby. He's a lovely little pony, but he could do with now. Really, he's been with us, it'll be 7 weeks nearly, for when the lady can pick him up, etc. It'll be about that time. But he's been as good as gold, been no problem whatsoever. And extremely light on his feet. You know, he don't wear shoes out, but you know, like some of them need another set after a month. But this particular little fella is excellent, you know, he just big old noisy motorbike there. Come on, my baby. And it's easy to make them trot in this situation, but you want to let them walk. Well, and trot, you know, you've just seen him trotting and walk. And he wants to be controllable at all paces, nice and sensible. All he's got is a piece of soft rubber in his mouth. And a big old truck here. Come on, baby. See, then he'd go and help himself, you know, think it's a snack time. Big old helicopter over the top making the noise, going underneath this bridge here. This can often frighten them here. Not so much now, like he's just had a look at the bridge, and he goes under the bridge in the arena, under the tunnel in the arena, but which is very claustrophobic and noisy and echoey. But this is when people walk over the top, it can often startle them. But for him to walk under here, it's the first time he's done it, and he's calm and quiet. That's lovely, you know, that's beautiful, no problem at all. But a nice pony, he's a nice pony, nice nature, he's just so playful and a lovely disposition, and that doesn't want to be taken away from him. And he's, you know, if we had him any longer, say we don't need him any longer, as you can see he's trained, he's done, but the point is, if he was one that was going to take longer for whatever reason, I'd still say take him home, because they can have too much of it, you know, they can have too much to get in their little heads, you know. But he's been fine, you know, he's got it all in there, he knows what he's got to do, he knows his job, you know, really well, but he is soppy. You know, just a week or so ago, I'm going along, he heard the kids in the school playground, you know, at lunchtime playing, so he just stopped dead. Just stopped dead, had a look at them, called out to them, straightened his head up and went on. Steady, bud. But a lovely little pony. And nice to see one that's truly black, you know. I mean, I know they do different, you know, the bays and greys, but, you know, to see one that's black as him, he is coal black. It's a shame, really, in some ways he was cut, because he'd have made a nice stallion, I would have thought. These big 8-wheelers going down, you know, when they're empty, like that lorry's just gone there, they're very, very noisy. You can't really hear it on the GoPro, because the GoPro's up this side of my face, obviously, and you can't really hear it, but oh my God, do they make a noise when they're empty, you know, they bounce about on the road. Come on, babe, over you come. Over you come, come on. You're not going over there, come over there, that's it, good boy. Good boy. Come over. Right. This is always a good test for them, you know, when you come down here and you get something come up the inside. That's a real good test for any horse, you know, because it never happens, does it? Very rarely. Only if you're coming onto a roundabout or something, or... Go on, bud. Good boy. Good boy. Now, he's seen loads of white markings, but it's a game to him. I'll just skip over this one. He won't do it again. You put him over here like you don't care at all. Go on, bud. Get up. Come on. Get up. Go on. Go on. Thank you, mate. A bit slow, isn't we? Go on. Up you go. Go on in. Pick up. There's a good boy. Go on. Come on, baby. Steady. Just walk. Just walk. Good boy. There's no point in me chasing him up and down this road, because obviously I want him on here the longest time possible on this section, so that he can see as much as possible. Yeah. Come on, babe. Good boy. Come on, darling, you good boy, yes you are. And you can see him using his quarters, you know, that nice roll on his hips. Yeah. He tracks up lovely, you know, he's lovely. And also, like later on, he'll be quite a good stepping pony, you know, he'll have quite a nice knee action. He's got it there now, but he'll grow into it. It's one of them things he'll grow into, you know. Come on, babe. Up. And obviously he'd like to trot up here because we're going up a very long slope, but I want him to walk up here. Now I know it'd be nicer for him to trot, but he's got to do what I asked him to do, you know, because there's sometimes when he won't be able to trot up. He'll be in a queue of traffic, for instance, and he's not going to be able to trot up, he's got to walk. Well, he just wants to walk away and learn to control the weight behind him, you know, just by using his body weight. And he's learnt it really well. You see this long slope, get to this, just past this bridge, going over the road, this footbridge, and he starts levelling off then. Come on, my baby. So we want to walk up here to get as much experience in this heavy traffic as we can. Lots of different things, you know, lots of different types of vehicles, noisy ones, big ones, long ones, flapping sheets on the side, different loads they carry, and all of these things are very good, you know, for training. And you can say to me, well, I'd never go on a road like that. Well, what I would say to that is, this has happened to me 2 or 3 times, when there's a diversion in because there's a burst water main or there's been an accident or something like that, and they divert you. Well, if you're up a narrow country lane and they bring you onto an A road, what are you going to do? You know, you've got to deal with it, haven't you? I mean, obviously. And he goes in this cart and he goes in a bigger one than this and copes with it perfectly well, you know. Come on, baby, good boy. So it's a long old pull. You can see the cars about which we keep an eye on this van that's just gone past. It's just coming up to the point now where the road starts to drop down. You'll see this van start going down a little bit, you know. So, come on, good boy. Come on, up we go. Trot. Good lad. Go on, babe. Good boy. I see a slack rein, I'm not even steering him or doing anything, and he'll just stay in the right place. Going up here, no trouble at all. And all he's got in his mouth is a rubber bit. Come on, baby. Good boy. Yes, you are. But he'd stop and have something to eat, you know, he'd stop and have a snack. If he thought I'd let him, or he could get away with it. If we pull up to a hedge or something, he'll have a nibble. He's just one lovely, lovely pony. And that's what he really wants. I mean, the thing is, when you've paid to have them trained and that, you want to drive them, of course you do. On the other hand, you've got to look at, you know, you've got to look at what's, you know, best for the pony. And it all depends how much the people's going to do, how much driving they're going to do. But he's just a lovely little chap, you know, he really is. Kind pony. But as I say, if he was mine, that's what I'd do. I'd turn him out. We're June now, I'd give him out July, August, September. Plenty of grass, then the late grass, September, October. And then let him into the winter and have him out next spring. You know, I'm not looking for work, but they could always pop him back for a week for me just to put him back in harness. But he won't forget what he's done. He's just a lovely pony. There's the trailer over there, you can see. Come on, babe. Good boy, my darling. Go on, my baby. Come over, sweetheart. Go on.